Bueno, y atención porque tenemos, escuchen esto, mano a mano con Tom Hanks. Mira cómo cerramos el año. Más no
Nada
no
menos. Mirá qué regalo
nos...
nos deja Sophie Kotler, ¿no?
Por supuesto, un gran regalo nos deja Sophie Kotler con un gran anticipo, que es Here, una película que se está por estrenar en breve.
I'd like you to meet Margaret.
Nice to meet you, Margaret.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Young.
Time sure does fly, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Thank you so much for this interview. I would like to start. It's very, very shocking, very moving to see you looking so young again in the movie. How do you cope? How do you feel with the passing of time?
It's fascinating to see, right? Because they have taken thousands of images that have always appeared. They put it all together and they slap it onto my face. And lo and behold, there I am. It is one thing to see what you looked like when you were 22 years old. But it's something else to see how you moved when you were 22 years old. And yes, the face is young, the body is not. And so what had to happen when we were self-correcting ourselves in the course of making this movie is there is a physicality that one has. Like we already said, how do you jump up off the couch when you're pretending to be 17 when you're actually 67? Those added 50 years means you have to have a little bit more energy and a little bit more sprite. Maybe they can actually sum it up. But that was a gig, and that's a job that we knew. And that was going to be one of the great challenges, and honestly, much of the fun.
And how was work with Robin and with Robert again?
Well, we have known each other now for 30 years. We pick up right where we left off. We have spent plenty of time together. We allowed ourselves, I'm going to say, all of about 3 minutes for a quick stroll down memory lane. Remember this, remember that. And then we just got on and we just embraced the luck and the love of being able to do it one more time. We were very, very, very fortunate.
This film has the particularity of using artificial intelligence to compose characters. What do you think is the virtue of this?
We certainly have this tool that works flawlessly now. And I think it's going to be for stories that are like ours, where characters have to span generations. I think the tool is a perfect tool to do that. And it allows the actors to really perform the characters, both when they're young, middle-aged, and when they're old. It's just great. And the illusion works so wonderfully because it's the actors who are driving the technology.
Well, it is a magnificent tool to help filmmakers tell that particular story. It's liberating in many ways for an actor because, as you can see, I can be very young and I can look very different than I do. It's also possible for any actor to play any role now, regardless of gender or hereditary or even racial makeup. And that's good for the artist. The bigger responsibility, in fact, for any movie at all is how much you're going to lie. AI, like a pencil or a pen or a typewriter or a paintbrush or a camera, is going to matter in the morality of the person who is using it.